What up, you beautiful nerds and geeks out there? My name is Cassio's Not Drunk, and this is Realm Lore. This is a different kind of stream. We are just a bunch of dudes out here rolling dice, talking trash, and having some fun. Maybe we learn something along the way. Maybe we get dumber in the process. Who knows? As long as you're having a good time, we are having a good time. Like I said, my name is Cassio's Not Drunk. And here are my fellow Realm Lorians.
How's it going, everybody? When last we left our wonderful adventurers, Cronin had just ended the life of the prisoner in the brig, much to the surprise of everyone, including myself. And that is where we will turn to Cronin and Vilmar standing off against the prison guard there, having just told them to drop their weapons.
What's the scene like?
You and Cronin are there staring at each other. Dude just blew off his head.
Okay, well,
you want to give us like a recap, like what just happened, why we did that? We don't have to. It's fine. Okay.
The last thing I did, I put my gun down. I listened to the dude out the guard.
If I remember correctly, that's exactly what I did as well. And I say, hey, I didn't do shit, bro. That's kind of what I give to him. I say, hey, right. Get the skipper. It's our prisoner, and we got some information he wants.
He slowly backs up. Kick your weapons under the doors.
I comply.
All right, he's got his little pistol aiming at both of you, mostly at Cronin. He backs up, pushes a button on the back console. Skipper, you're gonna want to get down here. Lynx, you walking down the corridor would have heard a loud gunshot from back in the brig. What do you do?
I gasp and go investigate, of course. Rushing in, what the hell happened here? Wait, that's the wrong voice. What happened?
So you run in, you see the guard back up against the control panel with a weapon pointed at Cronin and Vilmar. Blood splattered across the back of the prison cell, and the former prisoner head pretty much evaporated into nothing.
I'm gonna roll toughness, see if I gag or like throw up. Oh, I'm puking. I am puking.
Where did you roll? Because I don't see it over here on the die roll deal.
I rolled it on the Realm Lore thing. Am I not on the right one? I might not be.
I'm not seeing it, dude.
I rolled an 86. Hold on.
All right, Vilmar, you smell vomit come from Brother Maynard's face. It splashes against the ground.
Can I look around and see if there's any security cameras real quick? Okay, are there?
Yes, lots.
Never mind then. I was gonna try to blame the guard.
All right, you guys want to bitch each other for a minute, or are we just gonna wait for the skip to show up?
gonna try and ask to see if the guard will go ahead and let me out. I'm gonna look at him and just say, "Hey, buddy, you saw I had nothing to do with this. You gonna let me out? Come on, I work for the skipper. This guy, he just came aboard."
I chime in and I say my actions were my own.
Do you have charm or anything like that, Pigulus?
Let me check. No. That looks like a
Go ahead and roll a fellowship. Let's see. Maybe he does. We'll see.
Ooh,
You wait there for the skipper. He'll figure out what to do.
fair enough.
There's so much blood. Why? Why?
All right. Well, while Brother Maynard vomits and just makes a bad situation worse, the skipper busts through the doors. What the hell's going on in here? He would kind of round the room, looking at the prison guard, look at you, look back at the guard. What? That one just shot the dude. He just shot him. I don't know. He just shot. Skipper would look at Cronin. The skipper looks at Cronin and waits.
Cronin.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Normac, what's Cronin do? The skipper's just looking at him. You
I'm
walking
waiting for
eyes
the
with him?
skipper to. I'm waiting for the skipper to ask.
Did you shoot him?
Yeah.
He looks over at Vilmar. Didn't I say keep him alive?
Fillmore, we can't hear you.
Sorry. What did you say? I was had an audio issue. What does he say to me?
After Cronin's answer, he looks at you and says, "Didn't I say to keep him alive?"
Yeah, Skipper, that's exactly what you said. But this piece of shit, like I said, shot him. He had some coin flippy thing, and then he thought it was a good idea. We got some information for you, though. We found out he was working for the Duke.
Drake.
Or Drake, that's right. Drake put you in for an assassination.
He'd look back at the guard, and the guard would be nodding. He'd walk over to the door, open it up, point at Vilmar. You come out, and he'd point at Cronin. You just stay there for a minute.
I'm
He'd
gonna
shut the
go
door
to punch
if Vilmar came.
Cronin in the stomach. Just a surprise punch.
Are you sure you want to brawl with him? You sure?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to give him a nice good get check. My point is to knock him out of air so it drops him, and I got a second to get out.
I want to parry if I have the chance.
All right. Well, we'll see if he. Well, it'd be a surprise. So
Okay.
we'll see if he hits you though. So go for it. You get a +10 because he's not aware that you're trying to punch him in the tummy.
What am I rolling on? Weapon?
Weapon skill.
Weapon.
plus 10.
So I got a 48.
What's your weapon skill?
A 38. 38.
All right. So you hit him. Are you rolling on the thing? Though I didn't see the die roll come up.
It's a 59. The miss.
Oh, okay. You missed. So he takes a swing at you. You still trying to jump away, Velmar, or are you going to wait for him to hit you back?
Cronin? Nah, I don't want to continue a conflict. I'm just going to keep him from hurting me.
All right, he comes for a swing. You kind of shuffle back, and Velmar, you're going to press the issue, or you're going to step out?
No, I just want to surprise him. My point is to look at him and say, you're not the only one who can do stupid surprises, too. And I just walk out. Kind of like I'm going to be watching you.
So Skipper he'd walk back to the console. He'd push the same button that the guard had pushed before. Somebody get poised down here if he's awake yet. Cassio, you would be sore and quite bloody, but conscious.
What the hell happened?
Some random crewman would come in, kind of shaking your shoulder. Get up! The skipper called for you. Get to the brig.
The brig? What? Okay, I'm going to the brig.
So you'd have a large gash over your chest, probably favoring as you walk down. You enter the brig, and the smell of vomit and blood immediately fills your nostrils. As you look around, you see Cronin in the jail cell with a decapitated, bloody corpse, and Brother Maynard and Vilmar, along with the skipper and another guard, hanging out outside the door.
What the hell happened, guys?
Well, we had an interrogation and it went awry. And the person who was inside the cell is the one who went awry. Or was it wheat? I don't.
No bread jokes, Lynx.
What? Come on.
Yeah, I think I look.
Where's the Void Walker?
I'm right next to the skipper. Me, right?
He's talking about Todd's. I apologize, about Gracier's character.
Well, funny story.
Uh-huh.
Well, he was Kino scum. I mean, I wasn't going to risk my neck for him.
He tried to stab you, and he took a shot collar. So good job falling down.
And we hit me and Vilmore, carried you back.
Well, mostly.
Mostly me. That's true. I saved your life. You owe me a life debt. Now serve the Emperor.
Yeah, we'll see what my mistress has to say about that.
So
She can serve the Emperor too.
While this conversation is going on, I sit on the edge of the bed near the corpse and calmly just put my hands in my.
just looking all sly and psychotic there with the bloody body.
No, just calm. So yeah, I guess psychotic. Yeah.
So Skipper,
Wait.
Call it what you
go ahead,
want.
Cassio.
Just little meta here. Did we all roll like insanity points out the ass, or what's going on?
Some of you have more insanity than other, I think, to go into this.
Yeah.
But no, nothing terribly crazy. I mean, you went down pretty quick in the combat, but nothing terribly scary other than the murder of somebody who no one had lost any sleep over this guy getting shot, other than the skipper said to keep him alive.
Hey guys, did we ever get the salvage out of the ship?
Funny story. No. It was that mission, an Eldar ambush, a homunculi, the same type that
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll have to tell them apart. At least my scrotes weren't on the line this time.
I think I remember that starting. Yeah.
He did fight for us. It was kind of confusing. At least until he tried to draw blood from you. I don't know.
After a few minutes of the back and forth, Skipper would look again at Cronin and why did he have to die?
It was his time.
It's not your call to make.
I know.
He would give you the angriest, pissed off death look you've ever seen. So what did he say about Drake? And he'd look back at Velmar.
Not to metagame here. What did he say? I don't remember from last week. Did he say anything? I think we just got the name right, essentially.
You just got the name, and that was for money. He didn't give you a ton of motivation.
Roger that. Yeah, I can go ahead and he did it for money, and it was for Drake. That's all he said. I'm pretty sure we probably could have gotten more out of him. This guy didn't make a big hole in his face.
Cronin shakes his head and he disagrees. That's all we were getting out of him.
So Skipper would look back at you, Cronin. Don't ever disobey an order again, and we'll see if he scares you at all with his beastly intimidation of 40. You feel very scared that you should listen to the skipper's orders in the future.
I do. That's the first time that I break my gaze away because I'm so intimidated. I sort of look.
He'd look back at the guard and kind of wave him over to the with his head over towards the jail cell. Get this body out of here when you get this cleaned up. You all, come with me. So you guys would walk down the corridors of the deck, or down the corridors of the ship, to back to the barracks. He'd walk you to some of the quarters. He'd go in. There'd be guys getting changed and putting stuff back in their bunks. It looks like the rest of the bunks that you guys all slept in. There's 3 bunk beds and everybody's got a foot locker and there's a few consoles and things like that. Skipper would walk in. Everybody out. The crewmen would clear out and kind of grumble as they finish putting their stuff away and then walk out. Search the room. See what you can find out about Joel. You'd see Joel's name on one of the beds.
Ooh, searching.
Did anybody take awareness or any other exploration skills?
I have awareness trained now.
I've got awareness,
I have it as
inquiry, security.
That is if I'm in the room.
You're in the room, but Skipper's standing behind you.
All right, what do you want us to roll?
So we're looking for explorer skills. So for example, you could use awareness. In any explorer skill that you could justify using, you would roll for. We're not rolling yet, Cronin. We gotta kind of metagame this. The way that the exploration skill tests work is it's a group effort. You have to get to so many. For this one, it's a 3. We're going to start you off with a +10 to your dice roll. So we got to get 3 degrees of success. If you guys fail by more than 10, that takes away. If you succeed by more than 10, it adds it up. So my assumption would be whoever has the best awareness or other exploration skill would want to go first.
My awareness is 41. So, where's everybody else on the spectrum?
You mean perception?
Mine would be 38. So yours is a little high.
I'm 44 on perception.
And you have awareness?
See.
39.
So you want to go first then Cassio?
D10.
You're going to roll a percentile die, and we're giving you a plus 10 because it's a very simple room, and there should be, oh, holy smack! Cassio Poise goes to town, and just a whirling dervish throughout the room. It's as if he knew exactly where everything was at. He quickly opens up the footlocker and finds a data slate, as well as a box with a single vial of poison. And as if he's seen the man sleep, he searched under his mattress and found a picture of Joel with his family.
That's how you do it, fellas.
Where was that roll last time you guys were doing this thing?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well,
No say.
So as Cassio brings out the items, you see just a simple data slat. It's got Skipper's his service logs in it from when he was in the Imperial Navy. It's got information about when he and his crewmates, when they served under the original rogue trader, when that went missing. It's got different things written about him and told about him, specifications of his ship and his weapons. There's also a box with a single vial and an injector of a liquid, and then, like I said, a picture of him and his family.
Do we have an expert in liquids?
You got your Medicaid guy.
would it be just a Medicaid type of roll to figure it out?
Do you have anything with you? Because it just is going to look like serum. You know what I mean? But you probably could take it to sick bay and look.
I'll take out my. I'm like Egon Spangler. I'll always have little mold carriers, little petri dishes. Kind of scoop up a little bit. Take it.
Do you have an Auspex or anything like that at all, Lynx? Because that could probably scan it if you have one of those.
Denser and incense. Nope, that's not one. Microbead.
No, that's your communication.
So no, I do not.
Okay, well, we'll say you've got your little petri dish, and you get your floppy hair out of the way before you scrape some into the.
Put on some gloves. Always wear plastic gloves for everything.
You have a box of gloves in your backpack, conveniently.
All right, and then we'll go take it to the lab and analyze it. Do I get any pluses for my Medicaid?
Are you going by yourself, or are you going to say anything to your team about what you're doing, or are you just running down to the?
I apologize. I found a specimen. I'm gonna take it over to the lab. Anybody want to join with me? Not you,
Sure.
Clinic. No, not you. Not you. Okay, you can come.
Is there anything else?
Who is that? Who can go?
Is there anything else in the? What else did we find that probably looks like important?
You found a picture of the guy that tried to take a shot at the skipper. You found that data slat with a bunch of information about the skipper, and you found that vial.
Let's try and run the data slot and see if we can't see what we can't get out of it. See if there's anything encrypted or whatnot.
Anybody take tech use?
Anybody have tech use or security or anything like that?
Security trained up.
All right, go ahead and roll for it. So after spend a few minutes typing away on the data slate, there's not a ton of information besides just what just tons of information about the skipper, where he's lived, his home world. I mean, it's like anything you could possibly want to know about the man that would be anything but his most private of thoughts is on there. But you would be able to tell that that however IP addresses in the 41st millennium work, you'd be able to figure out that Drake was somehow involved in sending the information to this data slide.
Very interesting.
Well, where do we find Drake?
Well, Drake is probably on a ship. I mean,
Skipper.
out killing something. He looks at Vilmar.
We got proof that Drake was under this. I show him the data.
He grabbed the data slate, look at it. For throne's sake, this is not good.
And
You want me to kill him?
We will probably have to. Killing a rogue trader that is no easy feat, and
Except for this crew.
we probably want to be mindful about how we go about doing this.
Do I make it to the mid bay yet?
You walk in the mid bay, the doors open, you see the dock there that was kind of tenure ruins. You feeling better?
I'm feeling okay, but I have a specimen to take care of. Move, move. I kind of push him out of the data analyzer's way and start going. Looking through the microscopes and, of course, taking a little piece of the specimen onto the slide, putting the sliding it underneath the microscopes, and running the data.
All right, go ahead. We'll give you plus 10 to your intelligence and roll Medicaid.
That will do it. My intelligence is 45, so I got a plus 10. That 1 degree of.
Wonderful. So you'd find out that it was a very exotic and virulent poison. You would know it from your Medicaid training days, and that it goes from injection to death in about 24 hours.
Cool. Well, I'll bring that information to the skipper right away.
Are there any secret compartments that we can look for around his rack?
In the
or
room?
anything? Yeah.
You guys would have found pretty much everything there was to find. There's not. I mean, it's pretty generic and straightforward. There's just a row of bunk beds, and everybody's got a foot locker, and there's a couple, consoles and things like that. But you can tell that Cassio did a pretty thorough search and found all that there was to find. All right, so you head back to the rest of the team links.
I sure do. Yeah, that was my indication of rushing to.
All right, you make it back.
Oh, Skipper. It's a very highly potent poison. He was probably going to poison you, or yes.
He'd reach out for it.
Yeah, I'd hand him over the data as well as whatever else he asks.
We gotta figure out what's going on. But before we do that, I when you got to get my runner back. You still up to fly, Vilmar?
Always, Skipper.
He'd look at. Then get to the dock and we'll head to the runner. Our scans show that it's dead in the water, not too far from here.
Yep, I follow his lead. I do what he says.
So I'm assuming any characters not just do what Skipper told them to do.
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
follow.
yeah.
All right, you'd make your way as the ship. You can hear the engines kind of gearing up and heading. There'd be a console in the deck, so you guys could see over the augers that the little blip 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 is getting closer and closer for the runner that you guys had initially taken to board the derelict. Over the Voxcam, you'd hear the skipper's voice. There's 2 life signs on the ship, and there's a pirate corset docked with it already.
Whoa.
Okay, so what does the corset look like? Does it look spiky? Does it look like a dark Eldar?
It would look very, very spiky. You could look at the little scanner deal there, whatever, and it would, kind of like focus in on the ship and pop up the little text diagram. It would say, Eldar or Dark Eldar class, Void Raven bomber.
Uh-oh. He might have company.
You'd hear the engines spool down. Skipper come over again. I don't want too close to see if they can see us. The scan showed they're in the engine room, probably trying to get the ship up and running. If you guys are up for it, I'll have you go in through the boarding torpedoes and take him by surprise.
I kind of eye the skipper a little bit. It's not gonna be like last time.
I'm not sure he knows.
Well, it was a very daring escape.
Knowing that being here on the fringes of space, you never can tell when things will go bad.
I'd rather not let anybody else know what's going on, Brother Maynard. I'm not exactly sure I can trust.
Okay.
So you guys would head down to the arsenal for the ship. There'd be lawn tubes that would be pointing out into the darkness of space, and you guys would know what a boarding torpedo is. But if you don't, they're like little torpedoes that have mag locks and drills on the front of them, so that way you can shoot them at other ships and they'll dock and kind of dig in. So the master at arms would say, "Come over here, boys. Skipper said you guys are gonna take the ship back."
Yep. Okay. I trot over to him.
That's
Take out
right.
my weapons.
We're here. I'm the pilot.
I love a good boarding torpedo.
So they would it'd be kind of like getting into like a really tight Disneyland sort of think Splash Mountain kind of, but you'd be all encapsulated. There's 4 of you, right? We lost the 5th guy, right? There's just 4.
Yeah, it'd be just the 4 of us.
Yeah, so you guys would get in, and the master at arms would just kind of slap your heads. "You're gonna do great." That might have been about loud. Sorry. And then he walks over, hits one button, a screen comes over the front of you. He hits another button, and you get shot at the front of the ship.
I squeal.
I like that guy.
Reminds me of being bound in grade school.
I think I needed to go to your grade school.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I get off now. Oh, I get off.
So you guys would be kind of going towards it. You can make little course corrections to the boarding torpedo as you're kind of heading in, and then all of a sudden it smacks into the side of the ship, and the auto drills ignite, and you hear the mags lock on, and a few seconds later the the front of the boarding torpedo opens up, and there's a hole for you to kind of crawl through to get into the ship.
I crawl through.
Who's going
All right, you all come
first?
through. You're pretty familiar. You've been on the ship plenty of times. It's pretty sparse in terms of decor, very functional. Right now just the emergency systems are on, just life support and lights kind of flickering on and off. And why don't you guys all roll awareness?
Okay. I failed.
Did anybody win?
No.
I'm pretty close. Wait, which one's awareness? Perception 40. I'm just like 4.
What's your awareness? You rolled a 68.
No. Oh, I'm looking at the other one. I'm sorry. I did roll a 68. Never mind. I was looking at the other one that says 45.
Here, how's that?
Good job, Cassio. That would work if that was the right dice to roll. So you don't hear anything. Man, I was hoping someone would make it. This is ridiculous. So everybody just roll a d10. Let's just everybody roll a d10. All right, Cassio, low man on the totem pole. You are getting shot at.
Again. I'm gonna grab my buddy Normac over here. Hey, you like death, right?
Yeah.
Let's trade spots.
I almost got the Guardian thing earlier, so that just lets you jump in the way of someone oncoming fire. So I would have done that.
Okay, can I roll to dodge here?
We'll get to that. So somebody throw 2 dice for me. Their bliss skill is 41. We'll say they each get a shot at our good friend Cassio.
This is how it always goes.
All right, we'll say that you hear the sound of a bullwhip cracking, and as you turn, you see two Dark Elder warriors, the rifles pointed right at you, and it looks like they're both going to hit you. And you try to jump out of the way of at least one of them. Go ahead and roll the
All right, what am I rolling? Percentile.
against your dodge.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. You jump back out of the way of one of them, but the other one still is going to catch.
Ouch.
So it's 1d10 plus 2. I was rolling, Cassio.
Oh, okay, I'll let you roll.
Thank you. Well,
Never mind.
okay, so you roll the 5 plus 2 is 7. What's your toughness and armor to get?
Toughness of 37.
So that gives you a 3 for the 30 portion.
And 4 for armor.
4 for armor, so that's a total of 7. He rolled the 7, but it's penetration of 2, so 2 points of your armor get taken away. So he does 2 points of damage to you. How many wounds do you have?
How many what?
Wounds.
43.
You do not have 43 wounds. You maybe have 43 toughness.
It says 43.
For wounds.
We could go with 3.
You do not. I guarantee you don't have 43. We'll have to double check that. Just put put -2 wounds somewhere on your sheet. Well, hopefully you don't get a million of them this combat, but we'll go from there. All right, every roll for
Yeah, if that's the case, he should have never gone down last time. Here's the tank. Dedicated tank. Go ahead. Put him right in front.
D10 plus agility modifier. So far, only Cronin's rolled.
And that would be 12 for me.
D10, Pingulus.
Initiative, right? So it's plus agility. I'm at a 10.
Cassio.
I'm at an 8.
So they rolled a 7. So who's at the top of the list? Who rolled highest?
I got 12, but Cassio rolled high.
Cassio, what did you roll?
10.
Plus your agility.
3.
Let's see.
So 13. So Cassio's first. Then Normac. Who went next? Lynx or Pingulus?
I don't know. What did Lynx get?
I'm
Probably
at a
Lynx.
10, so I don't know what Picculus is.
Yeah, Lynx got that.
So it's gonna go Cass, Normac, Lynx, Vilmar, you got an 8, right?
Correct.
And then they rolled poorly, so they got a 7. So it's gonna go all the good guys and the bad guys. So Cassio, what are you doing?
I am going to pull out my held pistol
Okay.
and shoot.
All right, so you pull your weapon from your holster and fire. What's your
You got cut out there. What?
what's your ballistic skill?
37.
So go and roll a percentile and get equal to under 37. So probably from the shock of being shot so recently, you miss and shoot off to the side. Normac, what's Cronin doing?
I'm gonna quick draw both of my bold pistols. For the first attack, I'm gonna be a little more reckless. I'm gonna aim from after this one, but this first one, I'm just gonna make 2 standard attacks at both of them.
So let me just make sure I understand. So you can quick draw for free, right?
Yes.
And then you're going to shoot both weapons.
Yeah.
Same dude or different dude?
2 different dudes.
Okay, just putting it out there. They'll each of them get to have a dodge. So you could hit both of them. They could both dodge. Where if you shot 2 at one, they'd only be able to dodge one of them.
Yeah, but I could get rid of both of their dodges for other people to do damage.
You totally could do that, Normac. All right. So
I'm gonna do that.
do you remember the modifiers for your 2-weapon fight and all that kind of business?
Yes. So I don't have the penalty for using an offhand, but I believe there's still a penalty for using 2 at once unless you have the 2-weapon fighter, and I think it was just -10, right?
I believe so.
Okay, cool.
Go for it then.
I rolled twice?
You roll twice.
Okay, 1 hit and 1 didn't.
All right, their agility is 52, so we'll see if he jumps out of the way. Ooh, he tries to get out of the way, but it still narrowly hits him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and we take the best one, and it's +5, I think.
So 9.
Yeah, 9.
Okay, so toughness and armor altogether, they've got 7. So you did 2 to that. Lynx, what are you doing?
I am gonna turn on Luke and get myself some toasty woasty.
Okay, so flame weapons. Have we studied up on flame weapons?
Well, I'm trying to, and I haven't seen anything other than what it says for the weapon description. It just says it's good for killing things that are in cover. So I don't know how to take that. And
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they roll agility, and if they fail, you hit them, and if you don't, then you hit them. It's kind of how it is.
Okay. All right, I will roll. Oh no, you're rolling. That's right.
All right, they both distracted by their attempt to kill Poise. Don't move quite fast enough to get out of the way of your flamer. So what's your
The damage of Luke is 1d10 plus 4.
All right, go ahead and just roll it once, and we'll apply it to both of them.
So that would be a total of 12.
What's the penetration?
Pen is 2.
So they've got 7. So their armor goes down to a 5, and you did 12. All right, one of them, the one that Normac already shot, looks about ready to fall or dead. The other one is also looking pretty rough.
You're welcome for distracting him, by the way.
Vilmar, you're up, my friend.
Awesome. I think I will probably shoot the one that's I'd say closest to death or my weapon.
Okay, he's already failed his dodge too, so that's a good idea. Are you going to aim first?
What can I do? It gives me another half action if I do not aim, right?
Yeah, it is. So you could move. Is basically your other option.
I'll just aim. I'll use it.
So I've got a question. Are they on fire?
It's a hit.
We'll say they patted themselves out because I'm not sure how that works yet. All right, you hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Ooh. Well, I'll take the 2. It's +5. That's gonna be a 7. Oh, I got a beer. Yeah.
It just appeared.
Can I roll for that?
For my beer? No.
Oh, for my own to appear.
How much damage did you do, Binkulus?
7. 7 points.
7 on the dot? What's your penetration?
I believe 4. Pin 4.
All right. So you hit him. You hit him right in the chest, and his front becomes his back. He falls over. The blood squirting out, and he's kind of grunting as he rolls around. All right, it's his buddy's turn. We're going to say that he's going to aim and take a shot at Pinkulus because Pinkulus has killed his buddy.
Take that, Xeno scum! Bring it all day.
It is coming right at you. You point your gun, take the chest out of one, but as you look over, you just see thousands of little needles flying right at your chest.
I'm gonna roll my dodge. And that dodge uses which
Percentile, and you get your agility.
percentile? It's agility. Yep. Ooh. I have so many windows up. There we go.
What's your agility?
Agility is at a 46 on the dot. Plus I've trained.
You hit it?
Yep.
Awesome. So you jump, you kind of do a Neo Matrix move and move right out of the way. Back at the top, Cassio, what's poised?
I don't think I have any other choice, right? I need to shoot too.
You're gonna aim first though, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, gives you a plus 20 to hit. Good shot. Roll for his dog. And he fails, trips over his buddy's flailing legs. He tries to get out of the way. Go ahead and roll damage.
So
How much is it?
+4, so 10.
So 10. And what's your penetration?
7.
Penetration 7?
Let me look that up. Oh yeah, because it's best craftsmanship.
Okay, cool. So it you connect squarely with his face. A super thin laser beam coming out of the end of your weapon smashes right into him silently. Smoke kind of foams at the spot where the light came through his forehead, and then he slumps down dead.
Hey, look at that. You can kill something.
That was so metal.
Right?
It appears to be quiet.
I'm gonna take a look around again.
It's just the ship again. The emergency lights are making everything have kind of a strange red shadow, but you don't really hear or see anything other than just the ship. You do recall the skipper saying there was only 2 life signs, though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So we move.
Sorry, you cut out there. Where are you guys moving to?
We're gonna
We're
move,
gonna-
guys.
Yeah, we probably should secure the rest of the ship just in case. So should probably move in a pattern Alpha Delta, pattern.
Are we are we off turn action initiative?
I mean, you can keep you can if you want to be, but all the bad guys are down.
Oh no, then there's no point.
All right.
So searching the ship and then making your way to the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta find the thing, right?
I tell them, I look at them and say,
Say, why don't one of you escort me to this? Come with me to the cockpit, and I'll get the ship started. The rest of you, go ahead and search here. What do you think?
I nod and step forward because I'll probably be less use searching the ship. So I go with Pinky.
It's a good plan. Good plan.
Not you. I'm still not happy with you. It's gonna take time.
I'm gonna check out the first room that I see.
How about you, Brother Maynard?
Well, I'm gonna go with.
Oh hell, I'll go by myself.
Fine, I'll go with you. As long don't leave me alone with that crazy.
I asked Pinky, or I asked Vilmar, why are you afraid of? Then what is it?
Emperor does not walk.
I don't like surprises. If you knew me.
Conan, come with me. Let's go check the ship out.
Okay, I go with Cassia.
And just to clarify, Normac, this is the ship. This is your ship. This is not the derelict that you guys were searching before. That one you know, it's probably not going to get searched again. You just were trying to retrieve this ship and bring it back to the skipper.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, okay.
All right, so Pinkulus, you go in and get things going.
Yep.
All right, it's pretty straightforward. You're able to turn the ship on. I mean, the power and everything, it just shut down, and they didn't have the codes to get it going again. So you're able to get it up and running. You can tell just because you're a pilot that you know, with the Dark Eldar Barmer attached to the ship, it's going to make bringing it into the docking bay a little more difficult than normal. So if you wanted to, you probably could, you know, try to get your teammates to dislodge it, or you could let it be stuck there and try to land the ship with it on there.
Is the skipper's not with us, right? It's just our crew.
It's just you guys. Yep.
Hey, we still got that thing lodged in us. Do I have any volunteers to get it off? It's gonna make landing a little bit more difficult.
I send that through the box,
I thought we were the ones in the torpedoes.
right?
There was a bomber attached to the ship. Remember?
Oh, that's right, the Corsair.
Sounds like-
Well, we should probably go detach that. Yes.
I can.
Nope.
I could try to land it without it, but we don't make it. We don't make it all together whole, and I don't know if the skipper would like that. Thing is, he sent us out here to grab it in the first place.
This is going to take some strength, right? Some agility, maybe.
You could probably hail the main ship if you wanted to, Vilmar, and ask. I mean, you could ask for instructions if you want.
I'm more of a.
I can go ahead and do that.
Receiving your transmission, Vilmar. What's up?
Yeah, we got something in our hole, and if you want me to land this, it'll make it a little tricky. I've got some guys here, but you might have something on the ship, and you might be able to send some people if we got close to nab it off for us, maybe a little quicker.
Bring the ship around, and we'll send out a shuttle, see if we can cut it off and tow it.
Roger that. We are moving into position. Just track our signal.
I move into position.
All right, so you'd bring the ship around. You'd see through the view screen a shuttle launch from the dock bay, and it would come, and the little guy would kind of float out from his little spacesuit and would start cutting away at the. You don't see the anything but the flashes kind of back to beyond the ship, and after a few minutes, you'd see the shuttlecraft towing the bomber back into the docking bay.
And it's time I go for the land. Go to move the ship in.
All right.
Big ship, we are coming in for a landing. Are we clear?
Cleared for landing. Vilmar, go ahead and bring it home.
Roger that.
It'd be pretty straightforward. You wouldn't necessarily need a roll because it's pretty routine and pretty simple there, as long as you're not trying to do any loop to loops or anything while you bring it.
Do a flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Hey,
Don't give it
no
to pressure.
backseat driving. When you learn how to fly the shuttle, you do it.
All right,
Always
you'd land the ship there. Do you all want to take a quick bathroom break and regroup, and I can help make sure that our wounds for one of our player characters is accurate real quick?
What are you talking about? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. All of you out there, go ahead and stand by. We will be back in just a few moments for the continuation of Realm Lore, Rogue Trader, Hidden Enemies. All right, everybody, we are back for some more Realm Lore Hidden Enemies. Just a quick note. Sorry for the flickering, everybody. My Discord here is having some issues that I run this through, so we'll get that fixed for next time. Don't know why it's flashing, but here we go.
Welcome back, everybody. We just had our intrepid crewmen just land the skiff runner back onto the Mercy of Terra, and they've also brought in the Void Raven bomber. Skipper would be striding out, very enthusiastic. Good job, boys. Welcome home.
Good to be back.
He'd look at everybody with a grin before turning into a grimace as he looks at Cronin. Let's go back to my quarters and we'll talk about the next step. Silence is taken as everyone's going with him.
Yep. I go.
I didn't realize we were all invited. Sorry. Yes.
So you guys would walk into his quarters. It'd be larger than most of the cabins that you guys had seen in the ship. There'd be stuff everywhere. There'd be star charts and everything would have kind of a weird reddish glow. There'd be pretty nice looking furniture, but just clothes and star charts and weapons and just things strewn about it. It does not look like he keeps things very, very well tidied up.
I like what you've done with the place, Skipper.
I can't believe this fifth. Wait. My inner monologue is
Did the
coming
skipper
out.
invite us?
Yeah, he wanted you guys to come to talk.
How you
Hey.
doing, Skipper? We brought the Rona back. Minimal damage. Easy mission.
I'm glad you guys are home safe. Just worried, and he'd kind of shove off a stack of papers and some clothes and some bottles of booze to the one side of the table, and he'd slam down the desk. Go for it, Cass.
Do you mind if I grab a finger?
He'd pick up the bottle, give it to you, grab around for a glass, and kind of clean it on his shirt before he hands it to you.
I assume there's like some seating arrangements, like maybe like a little bit of cushioning or like a couch or something.
All the chairs would be covered in crap. There would be a couch and a couple chairs, and it would look nice, but it is covered in stuff.
I will reach down and pick up a sock or two and just kind of move things, kind of being very germophobic at the moment, and just then
He'd give you kind of a weird look, like why you'd ever want to sit down in his chairs before he goes back to the data slate. Drake's pretty ballsy. I've never I didn't think he'd ever take it this far.
So what are we going to do about him?
You get out there, Velmar.
I was just gonna ask, is there bad blood between you and Drake?
He blames you for the death of Damon. For those of you that are around, which would be pretty much everybody except for maybe Trevor, Damon was the name of the rogue trader that the skipper used to work for before he died and he took over his warrant. He blamed me for the death of Damon, but I never thought he'd take it this far.
You want us to kill him?
We're gonna have to, but unless unless you've got a lot more firepower than I think you do, we're gonna have to be smart about it.
We can be smart.
So
Well-
deadpan about it.
So first things first, we owe a lot to the Lady Elaine for not returning the artifact that she had. So we need to make things right with her. So I need you guys to, and boys, I need you to go and apologize for the foobar of the mission, but let her know that we've got this StarCraft here that I think she'll take as compensation instead.
I think she'll be pleased. I'll leave out the part where you set him free.
Say that again.
Never mind.
Skipper,
Yes, Vilmar.
I think there's a way we could use this assassination to your advantage. Your enemy doesn't know that you're not dead and that you're coming after him. We could have your friend dead in a mission coming up for the past one, but got some ideas.
I like what you're thinking, Vilmar.
Give him a smile. Yeah.
So man, I need you to go make peace with Lady Lane and see if she knows what's going on with Drake. She's one of our few allies on Port Arthur. So if you can bring her up to speed quietly, do so.
All right, will do. Hey, what do we call this trinket again? Star.
It's a Void Raven Bomber is the class of the ship.
That we're giving the Lady Elaine.
So he wants to give her the ship, the Dark Elder ship that you guys just towed home.
Got it.
He can't just hand it to her though, so he just wants you to let her know that he's got it. But it sounds like the plan is to make everything that the skipper's dead. So I would just be careful who you say things in front.
Who sent
the dude that we shot?
Which dude?
The traitor.
I apologize, Pinkless. I'm not sure I understand your question. Which
We know Drake, but when we began the story, who was he with? Who was he accompanied? Was he with the lady? Did he work for the lady?
No, they're not. I mean, they have interactions, but they really don't work a lot together. Drake is way more kind of high class than the lady. She's more secret dealings and underground kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen. So the mission that you guys have been given by the skipper is to return to Lady Elaine on Port Arthur and offer up the ship as compensation because you were not able to retrieve the artifact that you wanted, and also see if you can get some information about her about Drake and kind of go from there.
We go ahead and
Let's go.
head to the ship. Start getting it ready for departure.
I'll be
All
at
right,
the
so
ship.
you guys start doing your pre-flight on the runner as the Mercy of Terra spools up the engines and heads back to Port Arthur. Any character conversations you all want to have during transit, or are we just going to fast forward?
I'm gonna walk up to Cronin's.
So what was that in there?
It's like I said, it was his time to die.
That's absolute bullshit.
Call it what you will, but I serve the highest authority, and I carry out.
What makes you more of an authority than the priest we have aboard? If you don't mind, the one that you spent his meal all over the floor for.
If I had the answers, I would tell you. I don't know why I'm chosen.
Gotcha. The chosen. Crazy. I walk away. I walk up to Cassio like he's gonna be my new best friend. The poise.
So, are you going to break the news to her, or am I?
I think you should.
Yeah. At least I have an excuse.
Hey, priest, come over here.
Why, how may I help you?
I could see that you weren't exactly, well, let's say your fortitude and constitution for seeing the sights of the dead wasn't quite where it should be for a priest of your magnitude. What brings you all the way out into this Xenos of space?
Do you need a
Well-
safe word, or
Well, I'm a friendly priest. I come out and I try to do what the emperor bids me, but I have not seen a decapitated head like that. It was quite
thrilling,
putrid.
satisfying?
No, putrid, disgusting. No.
And it doesn't bother you at all, or it doesn't make it less palatable that it was a traitor to our friendly skipper who has taken us under his wing.
Oh, I feel totally uh, flabbergasted for the skipper, and it's totally reasonable to get revenge and to avenge the skipper. Um, uh, just yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, the emperor would approve of that, of course. But the one thing I do not condone is just cold-blooded murder, especially after an interrogation and without authority to carry it out. I mean, that Kenneth guy, he's kind of crazy.
You're telling me, priest, he serves the same emperor as you. He claims
this
the
is-
emperor told him to do it. I think you should get his story straight. It sounds like he's
Wait.
sending a message.
Wait, he's claiming he's having direct divine intervention from the emperor himself.
That's what he claims.
I don't believe you. If not, that would not be the way the emperor would communicate with his subjects.
Go ask him for yourself.
I believe I shall.
Do we want to have that conversation now, or do we want to get back at Port Arthur and keep on the straight and narrow? It's up to you
My
guys.
character does want to eventually do it, but not at this moment. He's a little bit startled from it. Uneased.
All right, so you would all be ready to go on the skiff runner, and the main ship would translate back to normal space, not too far from Port Arthur, and Pinkulus would have Vilmar fly the ship and head towards.
That is correct. I send a message to the station.
Port Arthur. This is the runner. I forgot our name. But preparing to make the landing. I gave him the code. This metagame.
Transmission received. Transmission received. Come through on flight vector Hulu Foxtrot 12, and you're cleared to land.
Hulu Foxtrot 12. That is affirmative. Punching it in now. Thank you.
I sort of pat Vilmar on the shoulder and I tell him, "You got to stop drinking, before we make these landings, man."
So the ship would come around. You'd kind of wait your turn till the flight path is clear, and then you'd land the ship. And providing you guys aren't doing anything silly, you'd make your way towards the Lady Elaine's throne room, right?
That's correct.
All right, player character. So you make your way through the main docks of the ship and past the main bazaar and head towards her throne room. You'd come in and all the underdecks would be very very sparse and just metal beam exposed everywhere. But as you walk into the throne room, you can see that she's tacked up very elegant and tasteful like thick draperies and curtains, and there'd be some tapestries behind her main throne, and you'd see some men just in the kind of throughout the corridors. That's a big one. Look at that. Kind of talking everything, and then you'd see the Lady Elaine, and she'd be sitting in her throne, just kind of kicking back, and her Ogren bodyguard just standing a little bit off to the side of her.
Lady Elaine? Oh, I'm going to approach her.
Poise, I hear that you did not bring back what I sent you to retrieve.
I cannot apologize enough, my lady. I have no excuse. I was knocked unconscious, and at some point, it tried to stab me. And in the fray, while everybody was escaping, he did not make it back to the ship. I apologize.
We will have to find another one later, and you'll have to make it up to me, my dear.
Indeed.
And what does the skipper have to say for himself? I did give him quite a lot of weapons in exchange for what was on that ship.
Well, in return, as part of his apology, which he shares in, he has given you a Dark Eldar bomber.
Really? Interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I will take his apology and his bomber, and I feel he still owes me a favor, which I'm going to go ahead and cash in now. There's a wretched little man by the name of Vikram who is not fulfilling his duties to keep his people safe in the Underhive. He has not accepted my generous offer to protect him and his people, but yet he still allows, and she kind of like looks at the giant ogre there, abhumans to pillage and rape his people. So I need someone who doesn't work for me directly to go and save the poor souls.
Where did she say this was?
Where or who?
Where? Is it on the station?
In the underdecks of the station.
Oh, okay. So is that where the underworld, like, not to metagame, but I have that underworld knowledge.
You would know, like, where she was talking about was like the worst slums, like just tent camps and the 40K version of schizophrenics and homeless people would be in this part of the station.
Roger that.
I know where that is.
Go and deal with these creatures and come back to me. And if you see Vikram, tell him I send my regards and that he needs to make better choices for the safety of his people in the future.
We will.
Are we bringing him back? Or are we supposed to kill? What was the orders again?
All right, so so you guys would head toward. Go ahead.
Were we supposed to kill?
You're gonna have to deal with the abhumans. You're gonna have to put them down, probably. Make them stop by some.
Yeah, we're gonna kill people.
before we get there, I'm trained on Underworld too, so I don't know how that plays out, but I've got training.
So who all has Underworld lore or any of that kind of business?
I do.
So
Forbidden Lore,
Vilmar
too.
and Poise, anybody else?
Yeah, I've got Underworld and Forbidden Lore, Archeo.
So you two, the two that have Underworld and whatnot, you know that this Vikram dude, he's a good dude. He's just trying to keep his people safe.
I take it
Go
back.
ahead.
I have peers. I have peer of the underworld, so I'm a peer. So I have like good connections.
So yep. So you would know. So the situation on the station, kind of like the Big Queen Bee, is the lady. She kind of runs all the shows, but there's some people that are holdouts, don't want to give over control. And this guy Vikram, he's a good dude. She's been trying to get him to basically pay protection to her for some time now. And now that these abhumans are coming up and are messing with the people in that part of the station that he's kind of like laid claim to. She cares about folks, and she really does care about the people that get forgotten. But because he's not paying her, she can't go take care of herself. So she sent you all to chase out the abhumans and but they don't work for Vikram. Vikram is a different dude. He would like them gone. He just doesn't want to pay the lady to do it. Any out of character questions or anything else about that? You for sure, Pinkless, would know all kinds of stuff about the underworld political situation. You two boys. So if you guys want to know anything,
So we're going to clear them out, even though he doesn't want to pay for this service.
correct.
What does the lady get out of this?
Well, she really cares about people, right? I mean, she really she really worries about these folks and she cares about all the poor little orphans on the.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to roll a oh goodness, what would be a good? Is there deception? What's the opposite of deception on our skills check?
Perception.
Is it just there'd be a skill though, right? Isn't there a skill that has to do with like seeing through lies or something?
Just give me a second. I'll find it. I mean, other than awareness, there would be another one, wouldn't there?
There's lip reading.
Not lip reading.
Scrutiny.
Cipher?
No, that's codes.
Inquiry?
Scrutiny is
Scrutiny?
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception. Go ahead. Poise, you know it pretty well. Roll perception. We'll see if you have any thoughts about the situation.
evaluate.
That's a D10, my friend. You got to roll a percentile.
That's weird. It's a percentile on my screen. I'm going to roll it again.
What's your perception?
$44.
So you would know that there's no way in the world she is doing this out of the kindness of her heart.
Okay. All right.
You think she has some ulterior motives to send you guys down there to clear her out. But she would have made it very clear that she couldn't do it because if she was seen helping people that were not paying for services, then how could she expect her loyal customers to continue to pay?
Okay. And I have to be right back. Sorry, folks.
I got a
What's
question.
up? What's up, Inculus?
So, knowing the underworld, would I know that the guy that we're targeting, would he have eyes on the lady to where they would be watching us come out of her chamber? I mean, I may not know that, but I'm just wondering, is that something I might have been aware of?
You might not know that specifically, but you'd know that he's pretty low level. Like he's not He's not. He is not looking to like grow his footprint at all. He's just a dude trying to keep him and his little family safe, and he's kind of taking on this part of the station. He's just trying to help him out. He's not like looking to get bigger than his britches or anything.
Okay. Cool.
And he may not have the money to. He may not have what he needs to be able to pay her too. Like it may be a, we can give you what we got, but then we won't be able to eat so much.
Well, before we leave the lady, then I ask her,
Is there anything you will take except in payment, except for what you want?
This will square up me and the skipper, and that's payment enough. He still owes me, and this will make us.
Righto.
Did Cassio step away, or is Cassio still with us?
I'm back.
Okay, excellent. All right, so you guys make your way down through the station. With each deck that you go down, the air gets a little more thick. The smell a little worse as you make your way down to this part of it. There's just rows and rows of tents and sickness and filth. Some folks are just defecating just right there on the deck as you're making your way through this part of the station.
smells like home.
It would for you, Pinkulus, for sure. You were born on a ship, right? You'd love it.
I spent time on Port Arthur, specifically.
Rolling Constitution. Okay, I hold it in.
All right, you gag a little bit, but choke it back. Good job, Brother Maynard. So go ahead and everybody, let's roll perception again. Let's roll awareness again. Yeah.
Yay.
Velmar, did you make it?
One second. Checking perception. Awareness. If it's trained, it just breaks even, right? Nope. Missed
Correct.
it by one.
Yeah.
So Brother Maynard and Cassio would hear off in the distance a lady just screaming, "Help! Help! Help!"
Let's go check that out.
Are these Imperial
what out?
citizens? I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're Imperial citizens, for sure. They deserve the Emperor's protection.
I
Check what out.
would tap
There's
everybody's
screaming
shoulder.
down that way.
I would make it very
There's
clear.
always screaming in these parts. Why does that concern us?
Go, Brother Maynard.
Who's going? Everybody going, or some people not going?
No, I'm
Oh,
going to let Maynard
I'm-
explain it.
I was just gonna explain, but it's already been explained, so there's no need.
Are you guys going?
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm already off.
What about you, Cronin?
Yeah, I'm going with Brother Maynard.
An Imperial citizen needs our help.
Velmar, you gonna stay back, or you gonna go with them?
They all went?
I think so.
Oh, I'm
Gonna
going to
run
roll my
them out?
eyes. I'm just going to follow them. Kick my foot.
Okay, you roll your eyes. You kind of make your way through the corridors, and you come around, and you see just a giant, gnarled, muscular, overgrown man trying to pull a woman out of the tent. You see a little boy like pushing on his leg as he kind of kicks him off to the side, and you see two other not quite so big but still pretty disfigured Quasimodo looking dudes rifling through some boxes in front of the tent.
You're a large one, aren't you?
I want to step forward and quick draw my bolt pistols. I don't want to shoot him yet. But I want to point it at him, at two different ones, and I want to intimidate him and just say, "Time to."
As soon as I see him pull out his, I pull out mine. Not pointed at him, just ready for the fight. as soon as I see the first person draw, that's generally going to be my stance, depending on the situation.
Poise.
Does he look reasonable?
They do
Can I-
not. They look like they struggle to breathe.
All right, then I'm pulling out my Hellfire.
So they kind of turn and look at you. The big one who's got the lady by the leg trying to drag her out just kind of flings her backwards and kicks the kid, and then he starts heading your way. You guys want to roll initiative?
Yep.
It is a D10 that we shall be rolling today, along with adding our agility.
Mine's 5.
12.
Mine is a 5 as well.
9.
Now, are these like the same type of people who are that the lady was talking about? Because it looks like ogres and stuff like that are, add human.
What's your question, Lynx?
This is part of the deal, right? We're supposed to save these people, right?
These are the dudes. These are the dudes you're trying to put down. Yeah, you're trying to get rid of these guys. All right. So, sorry, bear with me here. Well, that's dumb. They don't have their agility there. All right. So, somebody roll a percentile for me, and we're going to say that their agility is 30.
Was that the
What'd you
roll,
guys-
Cassio?
22.
Percent or not a percentile. You're just rolling a D10, and then we're going to add 3 to it because their agility is 30.
10.
Awesome. Okay. So who's first?
I believe
got
I
highest?
am. I got 12.
All right.
Brother
who's next?
Maynard and I are last. We got 5. So
What about you, Pinkulus?
I got a 9.
So the mutants go after Cass, and then Velmar. Brother Maynard. What's Brother Maynard's agility modifier? Or I guess his agility score.
It's a 3.
What about yours, Kerman?
His is
mine's
a
4.
Okay, so you get to go first.
Okay.
All right. So as they start walking towards you, guys can see that the two smaller of the dudes have got what look to be just big clubs and ugly looking pistols, and then the big dude just has just meat hooks looking for fingernails and doesn't have any weapons. Just long, gnarled looking fingernails and big old ugly looking hands.
So we're going to light these guys up or what?
That would be my suggestion. I mean, you can try to talk to him if you want. You get to go first, boys. You can do whatever you want. You want to talk to him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to roll.
What was
Never
that for?
mind. That was to shoot.
So you missed, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, the shot rings out. Oh wait, no, because it's a hell gun. Just zings past him. Let's have. So who's leading the pack?
I think I was going up ahead because I was gone, just headed to go save Imperial citizens.
That's in the back.
Excellent. So the big dude charges at you and is going to roll his to hit. So that means he's not going to get a defensive action, but he gets a plus 20 to his to hit roll. Let's see. Holy poop nuggets! He charges at you, and his awkward, mutated gait betrays him, and he falls flat in front of you as he swings at you.
Oh, good.
The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects.
This may be bad quick. All right, the other two dudes, we'll say they both shoot at Cassio since he likes to get shot.
Dumb weak man, I shoot you.
Do I get a dodge or do I have to wait?
You will get to dodge. We'll say they both shoot at you, and we'll say they're both. So one of them would hit, the other one would miss. Go ahead and roll your dodge. Did you make it?
No.
Do you want to roll a fate point to try to re-roll it? Because you can do that if you'd like.
What were they armed with? No,
They look like hand cannon. I mean, they're really big pistols is what they look.
I'll save it.
All right, so he hits you. Somebody go ahead and roll a 1d10 plus 3. So you got a total of 5. What is your armor and toughness?
4 and
Say again?
4 armor, 3 toughness.
Okay, penetration's only 1, but you still have plenty to protect you. So the shot, it hits you square in the chest. You take a step back, but other than just it knocking the wind out of you, you don't feel like you took any real damage. Piggy-less.
That's my name.
What are you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm gonna take aim. I'm gonna shoot at the closest one.
So the closest one is the one on the ground. That's the one you want to shoot at.
That's the closest one. Well, I guess I'll shoot the next one. Whatever one's charging, still up.
Okay, so you're shooting at one of the guys that's shooting at Cassio.
Sure.
All right, go for it. Take aim first, though, right? So you get a plus 20? Or plus 10. Sorry, plus 10. 10 or 20? I can't remember.
You're the GM.
Well, now I forgot. Well, 78's probably not it either way.
No, probably not. It's not gonna work.
All right, you take aim, but still shoot high.
Oh.
And you miss again. Lots of misses. You got it out of the way at least. Cronin, you see a giant mutant splayed in front of Lynx. You see 2 further back taking shots at Cassio. Your weapons are in hand. What do you do?
Well, since I already got my bolt pistols out, I'm going to shoot at both of the guys trying to shoot Cassio because the other guy's on the ground.
Both of them.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
One
Does the
hit,
30
one didn't.
The 36 hits because you've got negative 10 for 2 shots.
Yeah, I have 50 on ballistic skill now.
Woo, good job. All right. So one goes high, the other comes at him. Did they try to I can't remember. Did they get a dodge yet or did they not dodge yet?
I don't think anyone's attacked them yet at all.
Well, they missed. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, 6 plus 5. And then penetration 2. So that's 11 and whatever. Or no, it's penetration. I always get the sword and the bolt pistols mixed.
Sorry, I'm doing some math here. So how much total damage?
11 with penetration of 4. Did you just add that on?
No, I subtracted from there, kind of, not exactly, because you can't do like you add up their armor and toughness, and then you subtract the penetration, and then whatever armor's left over, you subtract that from the damage.
Okay, cool.
So like with Cassio's, they're all the armor absorbed, even absorbed all the damage because there wasn't enough damage to get through. Okay, so sorry, it was a total of 11, right?
Yeah.
All right, so one dude lets out a howl of pain as he gets knocked back, but he still looks like he's in the fight. Lynx. No, not Lynx. Yes, Lynx.
I cry out, no, the mutant! Kill the mutant! And I take a swing with kindness.
The chainsword whirls up, and you go to connect. All right, roll for it.
And
You got
that
a-
would hit.
What'd you get?
The 44 out of my 45.
And he has no dodge because he's laying there on the ground. All right, let's see how much damage you do.
I do 4.
So you
Wait,
connect.
hold on, I add my strength. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. That's actually a
What was that?
7.
So you bring it down into his back, meat and chunks and hair and flesh just flying off. He grunts as he shoves it off, and it doesn't look like he phased him really at all.
I rev the chainsaw a little bit more. Oh, it's got pin too, by the way.
So yeah, you're good. Yeah. All right, Cass.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot the one that's still up and moving. I'm gonna take aim for.
All right, go for it and shoot.
And that's a miss.
All right, so again, whoo, flies over his head. All right, Lynx. So we're gonna say, let's say he tries to grapple you, because that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! He tries to to hold on to you, and just slips again back onto the.
I stab him again.
All right, we'll give you another shot at him because he had a critical fail. So go ahead. We'll say that you got a chance to.
Ah!
All right, you hit him again, square in the side of the head. Let's see damage.
All right, that's +5, so 9.
And penetration 2.
Penetration 2.
Okay, you can tell that when he yelled out in pain this time, he meant it, but not a lot. The other two dudes, we'll say one's gonna shoot at Cat. Ooh, all right, Cassio, it's coming at you.
Dodge failed.
Use a faith point to re-roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Are you sure? I mean, last time he hit. Oh, okay. Did you make it that time?
No, I didn't.
All right, so what's your armor? And
4.
toughness together, 7
And
altogether, right?
7, yep.
So their penetration is only 1, so that takes you down. He rolled an 11, so you took 5 wounds. No,
All right.
I apologize. Right? How many did you take last time? You didn't take any last time, right?
No, last time I just shook it off.
What did I? Oh goodness gracious, my math. Hold on a second. Oh goodness gracious! I think actually you only took 3. I apologize.
No worries.
The other one we're gonna have shoot back at Normac's character. And he missed. Pingulus.
Yes.
You shooting at the guy on the ground or the dudes that are shooting at Normac and Cat?
I'm gonna shout at Poise.
Get behind me.
I step
Good
forward with my first action in front of him, and then I take my shot at one of the guys that are taking shots at him.
Good job.
Take this, you
Delmar?
Xeno scum.
Team player.
What a boy. What a man. What a man.
Goodness gracious.
Told you you were my new best friend.
Ooh, hit.
All right. Good job. Let's see if they can dodge out of the way. He failed miserably. Go for it.
Well, I take a 7 with a +5. That's 12 at a pin 4.
What's your penetration?
Pin 4.
Total damage 5. Or sorry, total damage 12, pen 4.
Correct.
All right, we're gonna say that you shot the dude that was already hit, and he falls over dead, half his chest blasted away. Normac,
Yes.
what are you doing, sir?
I want to keep up on the one that already has a lot of damage. The one that's been shooting at cat.
So that one just got blowed up by Pinkyless.
Oh, he's dead.
Dead.
Oh, okay, cool. Then
Not much
the
like
one
that.
next to him, I want to take aim at that fool.
All right,
And shoot.
with one shot, you're just shooting one thing.
Yeah, just one, because there's less people now.
All right, you kind of do a hand over gun deal and go.
Nope. No dice.
Again. The bulkhead behind just explodes. All right, Lynx. Let's see what you.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Fight again. Swing again. Places. Aha!
All right, he's still on the ground. Go for it.
Can I just coup de grace? Oh gosh, not with those freaking
Again.
rolls.
You jam
That's
it.
a save.
You swing down and connects right into his armpit, but you feel as he kind of like flexes down with his muscles that the gears start to slow and grind and it doesn't do much.
Fear denies the faith. Fear denies faith.
All right, Cass, you got one dude up shooting at you guys, and you got one dude on the ground who's just getting hacked to pieces, but is not slowing down.
I'm just gonna take aim and shoot.
All right, go for it. Cassio, you need new dice.
Whose link is it?
That would be mine. We'll create a new dice room later. All right, Lynx. He's gonna push up into you and try to take a swing at you. He's not gonna try to grab onto you. He connects. Go ahead and roll the jump out of the way.
I'm going to dodge. I am not dodging. Hold on. I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna use a fate point.
Good job.
Oh my god!
Holy smokes!
I didn't think it was possible to get worse. At least a little degrees of better. The Emperor doesn't like me anymore.
All right, so it's 1d10 plus 6. Let's see what happens. So that is a total of 15. What's your armor and toughness?
7.
7. So it takes it down to an 8. We are going to say though that your chest, as he smashes into you because you whiffed, gets torn off.
Well, I'm down anyway. I'm out.
How many wounds do you have?
8.
So you're breathing. You're still okay. It's if you go down.
Mm-hmm.
The next one would be critical damage. Would be the way that it works, Mr. Link Stargazer. Pingulus.
Seeing what just happened, Vilmar is gonna make his way over to the Fallen Priest next, and he's gonna have his. Does it take an action to switch weapons?
We'll say you could move and switch weapons and still attack if you wanted to.
Well, okay. I mean, I'd rather do it by the rule, but if that's what we're gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and use my common craft power
Your
sword.
sword?
Yep.
All right, go. All right, you hit him. Let's see if he jumps out of the way. And he does. The big man moves out of the way. Very narrowly. It was very close. Normac, what are you doing?
Seeing this moment, I capitalize it because he failed his dodge. So I just want to take aim and shoot.
Okay, just so he's okay. There you go.
Missed anyway.
All right, Lynx, you're still able to fight. Are you gonna whack him or run away?
Oh, I'm gonna whack him.
Okay, so we're gonna say that you're flanking him with Pinkless. So when you whack on him, we'll give you a +10. Okay.
That's a miss.
Okay. We're back up to the top, Cassio.
Aiming and firing now.
Cassio, you are the worst gunslinger in the world.
Just give me something to look at, and I can look at it, but I can't shoot it.
That's true. You hear really good. You heard that scream really good.
Yeah.
And you tore that room apart. All right. Well, Cassio misses again. All right, Pinkulus. He's gonna try to swing at you. And he gets you. You're gonna try to parry it or dodge out of the way.
I think Vilmar will go ahead and I think I'll parry. Off the mic. Did you get that? Oh.
You're gonna parry? Is that what you said?
Yeah, how does the parry roll go?
It's the same as dodge. You just do it in close comp. It's pretty much the same. It's just you can get other things to give you more parries if you get different skills and stuff like that.
So I roll for agility? Is that how it
Yes,
goes?
sir.
Okay. I'm gonna use the fate point. I have 2 left.
Good job. So he swings at you, and you just kind of brush him aside.
Cool.
The next one is going to take a shot at Normac's character. Man, these guys are rolling really good. All right, Normac, you going to dodge?
Nope.
What's your armor and toughness combined?
Armor's 5. Toughness is 4.
So 9 altogether?
Yeah.
All right, you took 1 wound.
Oh no.
All right, Pinkulus, it's your shot. Are you going to swipe at him with your power sword?
Whose turn is it?
It's Pinkulus.
Pinkulus.
Where'd he
There's
go?
no headless.
So when you're in melee combat, you can feint at them, which is an opposed weapon skill, and if you win, they don't get to dodge or block. And that's a half action, so you could do that and then still try to whack him.
I only heard part of that. I'm gonna go for it.
All right, so you're gonna feint for your first half action. So go ahead and roll weapon skill. So you succeeded. So then he rolls his weapon, and he failed. So you go in to try to whack or to feint him, and he exaggerates the block a ton and gets off balance. So now you can whack him. If you hit him, he won't get to dodge or anything.
Wait, so now I have to roll the hit again?
So that
was an opposed skill. Okay, I get it.
That was you like tricking.
Ooh, I missed.
You gonna let it stand? You gonna save the fate for the defense?
No, I'm gonna take the fate. I'm gonna reroll.
You do it. You do it. Did you hit?
Nope.
Sad times. All right, Normac, what are you doing? Oh, hold up. You're flanking him, so you get a +10. You do get a +10 to your deal. What's your weapon skill?
Still doesn't work. It puts me at a 48. I only hit a 56. I still failed.
You still failed? Too bad. All right, Normac, what are you doing?
So the dude that Pinky is fighting, I want to just run up and grapple him and try to hold him so that Pinky can't miss and he gets.
All right, you're gonna. So this dude is a mother bleeping giant, and you totally can try to grapple him, but he is a mother trucking.
Yeah, I want to sort of like climb up his back and like just rear naked choke.
All right, you go for it. All right, so are you going to charge at him? If you charge at him, we'll give you a +20, but you can't dodge if you screw it up.
Oh yeah, total charge.
All right, so Out of nowhere, Cronin jumps at him.
Oh,
Alright, good
yeah.
job. So you connected with him, and you're holding him, and let's go ahead and oh goodness gracious, we're gonna do probably opposed strength, probably, right? Let's do opposed strength.
Sounds about right.
I have faith in you.
I don't.
All right, his strength's 45, so let's see what happens. Did you roll?
You have to have faith, brother.
Yeah, I rolled 67, so I didn't even get under my faith or my strength.
All right, so you jumped on him. You're connected to him, but he's just whipping around, and you tighten the grip like they taught you in combat training, but his neck just does not give at all, and he's able to just move around unencumbered with you on his.
Big dude.
That's one
All
Jeff
right.
Mother Bleeper.
All right, Lynx, you're up. You gonna try to whack him again?
I am, but I forgot I have a 5% ward save. Can I roll that to see if I don't take any damage at all?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll that first. Okay, it didn't work, so
You failed. The Emperor did not protect you.
he did not. I will.
I thought that word save was just against demons and chaos stuff. I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't say that. It said other than Xenos, demon. And
Are you
cult,
sure?
5% word save. It either you wrote it wrong or it was misinterpreted. Either way,
Well,
It's
It didn't work. All right, so go ahead and try to whack him. He's
How do I
flanked, so you
know
get
he's
a.
not from chaos? Hold
Oh,
on. Hail
actually,
me.
you know what? Well, never mind. We'll get there later. We'll get there. It's all good. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. Yay!
Good job. All right. Damage.
Oh my freaking gosh!
Lynx. This is ridiculous. So you've got Pinkulus kind of sword dancing with him. You've got Cronin just whipping around on his back. You think you're gonna get him. You come in, huge swipe to the guts. Turn on the chainsaw full blast. It's going. Smoke's blowing out, hairs burning and on fire, and blood spraying everywhere. And he's just grunting at you. You need to roll a little higher than like a 4 or 5 sometime for his Lynx here.
I'm trying to ask the Emperor, to bless the dice, but the dice are not being blessed. The Emperor is not on my side.
The Maynard's gonna lose faith after.
Oh, I'm
all right.
not faith, just the Emperor's lost faith in me.
All right, Cassio, you're squaring off against the other dude who you're trading shots with. You're gonna hit him this time?
Normac's not on this guy, right? I don't
No,
have to worry about
Normac's on the
that.
other dude. Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Clean shot. You and the other dude are clearly in shot.
A hit! A hit!
Excellent. Excellent. Roll for damage. What's your total damage?
So that's going to be a 7.
7. What's your
7?
Okay. You connect with them, and you see the shot make a clear entry and clear exit, and you see the laser beam blast in the back while he kind of stumbles back, but he's still coming at you. But he looks pretty jacked up. 7 with penetration 7. That's pretty good gun. All right, he's gonna return fire at you.
At me?
Yeah, at you.
All right,
Everybody else is. Well, he missed, so don't stress too much. All right, Normac. He is gonna try. He's gonna try to whack you as you're flailing around. He's gonna try to swat at you.
Get off my back.
All right, he missed you. Pigulus, you got 2 dudes flanking, so you got a plus 20 now.
To my Melee? To my melee?
To your melee, yes, sir.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go hack at the knees of the guy that Cronin's riding like a horse. Yeah, pass.
All right, we're gonna see if he tries to stumble out of the way with Cronin. He fails. Go for damage.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, what's the total damage? So you also add your strength modifier to.
So it's D10 plus 5 plus, let's say plus 3, so that's 8. 18.
What's the penetration?
Penetration is 5.
So he yells out in pain as he takes a knee, and Cronin kind of slumps off the side where he took a knee, but he looks. I mean that for sure hurt.
That's how you do it, priest.
All right, Lynx. Or no, Norback, you're around his neck again. Are you going to try to choke him out some more, or punch him, or stab him, or what are you trying to do?
Just like, so I got one arm around his neck, and the other one just point blank shot to the head.
All right, go ahead. It's a pistol, right? It's a pistol?
Yeah, I was nodding. Yeah,
Okay, sorry, I can see you.
that's okay.
We'll give you a plus 20 because you got a lot of people helping you out. What's your ballistic skill?
Oh, that did it then. It's 50. So
All right, you put it up there. Let's see what happens.
okay, so that's 10 with penetration of 4.
So 10 with penetration 4. All right. So you don't get him like square in the head, but it kind of like glances off his forehead, but you just see bone and chunk just fly off, and he staggers down to one arm and one leg.
Can I just
All right,
like put my
Lynx.
finger like in the hole, just sort of tickle his brain?
Maybe on your next turn, my friend. All right,
Okay.
Lynx. He's down there. You've got Cronin hanging from his neck. His head is still smoking from the blast. The back of his knee's been cut open from the power sword of Vilmar. Can you finish him off?
I don't know. At this point, I'm just thinking about walking a little way and using loot.
A flamethrower on all your friends. He takes a step back and lights everyone on fire.
No. Okay, so I'll go ahead and swing. This time, I'm gonna do laces in. Yay!
All right, you hit him. All right, let's see damage.
It's 9.
Well, he's still breathing. You swing across his face. He falls to his back. He's still breathing, but immobile for the moment.
How many wounds do these guys have?
That one has 22.
Wow.
The other dude, not so many. All right, Cassio, you're in your gunfight. Let's see what happens. Did you aim though? Right? What's your ballistic skill?
It is 37.
So I think you still missed, my friend. Cassio needs to do some more searching. All right, he shoots back at you. Key 2 misses. All right, so our dude on the ground, he makes one last desperate attempt to swipe at And you see his backhand coming at your face.
I just want to parry it away.
All right, go for it.
Hey,
All right, you come up with some cool ninja blocks and knock his hand away. All right, Pinky,
wax on, wax
he's there.
off.
He's there waiting for the final blow.
It's time to finish me off. Or finish you off.
Do that in the privacy of your own quarters, please.
That's what she said.
Oh, I've had a few beers. All right, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go for my chain sword, hacky hack. Is it a plus 20 again? Because he's
It'd
on
be
him.
plus 20, but you didn't roll. I didn't see your roll.
I was just making sure before I do it. Oh, miss.
So you swipe at him, but you can tell during the scramble that did you re-roll on purpose?
No, I did that by accident.
So you can tell that Normac's character would be in the way as they're rolling around. So you pull your shot and swing wide. All right, Normac, let's see if you can finish him off.
So how big is this hole that should be in his cranium?
I mean, you could probably put a finger in there if you really wanted to. If you want to shove your finger in there.
What about a whole fist and do a brain squeeze?
It's probably too small for a fist, and it looks like there'd be some bone shard on knuckle action. It doesn't look good.
Are we not
Brother
doing phrasing?
Maynard is probably vomiting.
I just want this to be the most stylishly brutal kill.
Try to put your gun in the hole. How about that?
No, that's too easy, man.
Well, I don't know what to tell you,
Okay.
brother. Do your thing.
Like this, okay? You know what I mean? And then hopefully the hole is wide enough that I can get in there and
Hold on. Say it again. I was looking at the stats. What are you doing? Do it again.
like this.
Like Kill Bill 5-finger death punch into the brain.
Exactly like that. Quentin
All right.
Tarantino, baby.
All right, the screen fades. You just see Cronin's face, and then it goes back to his fingers, and then whoosh. All right, let's see what happens.
Dang it.
You sneeze as you go in, and you bounce it off his forehead.
All that build up for an 88.
All
Shake
right,
my
Lynx.
head.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
Probably not. I can hit the hell out of. Oh, nope. Never mind.
It's a good. Had you rolled a 95, that would have been a critical fail, and you might have hurt one of the other two dudes that are standing there. All right, Cassio, we are yet again back to you and the other dude who can't shoot.
All right. Fate point.
All right, you're doing it. You say, oh, you hit him. Roll for damage.
$11.
He, again, so the first bullet or first laser shot hit through the right side of his chest, and he had kind of looked back and saw the hole and looked at you. You trade some more shots. The second one comes through his left side. He looks down at it, looks back up at you, and then falls over dead.
I do believe that's 2 kill shots, boys.
All right, Cronin. He is not happy that you tried to poke him in the brain, and he's going to try to claw at your face. He unfortunately missed. Go ahead and roll, Pinky.
Yep. Let's go ahead and go for the feet. Oh, that's a fail. No, plus 20?
Plus 20.
That's a pass. Hit.
All right. Roll for damage, or let's see if he rolls away. He still gets his dodge because it's been a while since Okay, so
Oh.
he failed his dodge. What's your total damage?
I rolled a 4 plus, you said strength, plus 8. 12.
Total of 8 or plus 8?
No, 12 total with a 5 pin.
All right, so you bring your sword as he's down on the ground right into the side of his temple, and his tongue falls out of his mouth, and blood kind of pools under him, and Cronin is kind of laying.
I look over at Poise. That's 3. I'm counting the Eldar on the ship.
All right, you guys kind of take stock for a minute. The people that have been kind of like trying to hide in their tents run out to you and are thank you so much. The little boy that had gotten kicked away later ran into his tent and came up to Brother Maynard, and he's got a little Imperial Aquila in his hand, and I knew the Emperor protects, and he hands it to you.
Oh, I take it and treasure it and pat him on the head and says, "He sure does." And
All right, you guys. Go ahead.
brave are they who know
Where's our payment?
everything, yet fear not. And life is the currency, Emperor's currency. Spend it well, young one. Spend it.
You know, I could
Vilmar's-
have used some money.
Vilmar's asking for money.
Vilmar's just being
Okay.
backhanded. He's just like, I could have used some money. Just, he didn't even want him to come down this alley. This happens too much down here. He knows that.
Do you guys do anything at all with the bodies? You just leave them and head back, or
search.
what are you guys doing?
Search them.
Sir.
All right,
I want to
so
stomp one of their heads.
you want to stomp? All right, you stomp ahead. It goos everywhere,
Rolling Constitution.
Cool.
all over your. Yeah, go for it. Go for it, Lynx. All right, good job, Brother Maynard. He's holding it down.
You should have
job.
poked the brain.
Good
while
job,
it was down.
Lynx. So go ahead and everybody roll awareness, perception, awareness for certain.
New.
I
Did you?
succeed.
Who made it? Cassio, did you make it or no?
I have succeeded. Only one.
All right, Brother Maynard, do you have any demony stuff or any chaosy stuff or anything like that?
I do. I have forbidden lore. Demonology.
So you would see on the giant mutant, underneath his arm, you would see an 8-pointed star and recognize it as the symbol for chaos.
Oh my goodness. We have stumbled upon a slew of demon worship.
That's
We
not
are
our
from
problem,
chaos.
priest. We are on a mission.
Well, this is part of the mission. This is probably what the guard lady is having us do. Rid her of all these heretics.
Priest, that's enough. She already told us. We gotta go meet with the dude and get what she's owed. That's all.
No, but you're
The-
misunderstanding the importance of it. This is not an easy task.
Hey,
I stand with Brother Maynard, and I say, anywhere you find chaos, you got.
Anywhere you find chaos, what?
You got to kill it. Did I cut out? Sorry.
So, Brother Maynard, you're saying this is going to be a challenge?
I'm saying that we should definitely watch ourselves.
because we're not doing so great on the wound.
Right.
You look a mess.
Do you pick up your torn off brother Maynard?
Oh. How'd this happen? Yes, I'll pick.
Can I
Alright.
medicate him?
Do you have Medicaid?
Yeah, I got it. The last points.
Can I medicate myself?
We'll say not in this situation. Links though you may in the future time. You can try to give him some comfort right now if you want to.
All right, I just open up my arms and I just say, "Bring it in, bring it in." No,
It's a healing hug.
yeah. No, yeah, I suture up, I do my thing, I look and see what's bleeding the
You gotta
most.
roll first. We gotta roll first.
That is true. $44. What is it? What skill is that associated with, or what characteristic?
Intelligence. Do you have it trained? 'Cause it's an untrained. Yeah, you can't do it just without.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, no, I just have it as basic. Yeah, it's just basic right
Oh, you have it basic?
Yeah, he bought it with his points. I think is what he said.
now. Yeah, so I just have one tick. That's all. But my
Alright.
intelligence is 32, so I don't think I was successful.
You shove the needle around a little bit and it you feel like you did a good job, but it doesn't do anything other than and hurt.
No. That's not how you do it.
So
What
you
about
guys
you?
kind of. Oh, go for it. Sorry, Cassio.
Maynard, can you heal me?
I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll heal you.
No.
No.
Let the
that's it.
professional handle this. I say my little prayer, swing my little incense, and then well,
So
I failed.
you recognize quickly that his wounds are a little more severe than what your Medicaid kit will be able to handle, and you do your best, but it doesn't have much effect.
Now you want to let me try?
No, stay away.
Sure. Yeah.
It's all right. Go for it.
It's patient.
Nope.
So whoever. Do you have a Medicaid kit? Just out of curiosity, Cronin?
No, I don't think I have one on me.
Brother Maynard, do you have one?
Yes.
So between you and Cronin, it's almost completely depleted, and has not done much. There's just gauze falling off of people. Yeah, it's you guys look silly.
I'm never
What
letting
can I
you
say?
get
I
my
just-
Medicaid kit again.
I just like to put my fingers in wounds. What can I say?
You feel a little more discomfort than you did before.
Hey,
All right,
Cronin, there's a club for that back.
Oh, do tell.
Tell
All
you
right.
about it later.
Well, what are we supposed to do now? We took care of
Okay,
these people.
So you guys get done searching. There's not really anything of value. You could take their pistols, but they're junk guns, and there's better stuff on the ship if you wanted. You guys have got way better gear. So you guys head back to the ladies' throne.
Yes.
All right. So you as you guys are kind of making your way back up, you see a short, thin, baldy man with glasses walk up to you and thank you all. Thank you. My name is Vikram. Thank you so much for your help.
Why, hello, Vikram. We're here on behalf of Lady.
The lady sent you? What?
Yes, she did.
He kind of stammers for words and looks down nervously. Did she say what she wanted in return?
Yeah. I think you know what it is.
I can't afford to pay what she wants.
What does she want?
Half of everything.
You better start shitting credits.
She wants half of everything.
Brother Maynard, this isn't your business.
She wants our daughters for her pleasure houses and our sons to be her thugs.
And
I think you know very well what life on this station is like. I grew up around these parts myself. Better
Wait,
look out for the
I just
whole
can't
than
do
the
it.
few. I try to convince him to look out for the whole of his group than the small members.
Like, look on the bright side.
We can't just honestly give this what she's asking. This is astronomical. This is not.
I look back at Brother Maynard and give him a look that hopefully terrifies him to shut up.
Do you have diplomacy or charm or anything if you're trying to be nice to him and help him see the bright side of paying up, Velmar?
Nope. I don't look like I do.
You can still roll for it to be untrained, so just get equal to under half your fellowship.
That's gonna be a hard roll. All right. Fail.
No, I can't do that to these people and their families. I can't do it.
Well, it's
So
even that.
you're the one who's supposed to be the leader of this place. You're supposed to be the one who's protecting.
I do my best.
Well, all I see
Yeah.
is someone who shouldn't be in this position, who is failing the people he's supposed to protect, and who, quite honestly, should step down and have someone else take.
He just kind of looks down in shame.
I reach into my pocket for my coin.
Hold on.
Oh.
Can we all?
And I tell
roll
this guy
awareness?
to make his case.
Can
Can
we
I
all
roll awareness?
awareness?
I've seen this
Hold
before.
Wait,
Hold
let's
on a
do
second. Okay, let's start at the top. Okay, so he pulls out his Pinkulus just spoke. Dude just pulled out his coin. Links or I guess you guys don't know what the coin means. So what do you do as he's reaching into his pocket? Anything?
I know what he does.
You'll get to do something. We'll give you a shot before he pulls out his gun. We'll circle back to you.
Before he pulls out his gun.
Well, just hold up. Let's see, Cassio or Lynx. Do your characters do anything?
Actually, you said it correctly. We weren't there for the flipping of the coin, so we don't know. So this
so
whole
you
thing-
don't.
No, Pinky was there. We were both.
Pinky will get his shot, but right now Pinkulus was just talking to him. Cass or
we can still talk. Okay.
Yeah, are you going to say anything? This is
yeah, so this my priest friend over here is practically dying. I've got holes in my chest. This guy with his hand in his pocket had his knuckles deep in some ogre's brains. Are you really protecting the people down here? Can they really afford the protection that you're offering?
selling our children to that woman. That's how is that any better?
What if
Did you
broke her
see the
again?
kid that was being kicked and stomped?
Are you trying to sweet talk him? You want to roll charm or something, or what do you want to roll for?
Good question. I don't really have anything. I've got etiquette plus 10 interaction skill test.
That probably not applicable in this situation. You can still roll fellowship on half and see if it works.
All right, let's try that. Percent.
Yes, sir. It's not worth it. I can't have these people. I can't make them sell their children to that woman. All right, Lynx, you're the last to go before we start back at Vilmar and see what he does as he sees the dude reaching for his coin.
Is there anything we could possibly do to help you pay your debts? Is there anything else that she could possibly want?
I'm not sure. You would do that for us?
I would. I don't know if these other 3 emperorless, faithless
What
people
did you ask?
would.
Brother Maynard is trying to tell him that he may be willing to help pay whatever needs to be paid to get her protection, but he's not sure about the rest.
Or get something or go and retrieve something in return.
Brother Maynard, you have that kind of cash
Well,
Or daughters.
and
I could
daughters
the daughters.
to replace
Personally, daughters.
the lady for lost wages. I
I'm
doubt
just
so.
asking if there's any other tribute we could give to the lady instead of giving this what she's asking.
So you're trying to convince him to try to come up with some other options, right?
Correct. Trying to get
All right, go ahead.
some other
Let's
options.
go ahead. Do you have charm or anything else like that?
I do. I have charm. That's not going to make it.
You disgust me. Just you, a priest, come down here and want us to sell our women to her. You're horrible.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Well, that's what he took from the conversation, Mr. Critical Fail. All right, Vilmar sees Cronin pulling out the coin. What does Vilmar do?
Well, I kind of push my hand over to kind of put it over his pocket, not aggressively, but it's kind of like, hold on, buddy, let's exhaust all options here. That's kind of what I say to him.
Hold on. Before you do this, let's exhaust all options.
Look, it's clear to me that the Emperor at one point entrusted this person with the care over some of his people down here, and he has failed to live up to that. So now he's sent us to take him out so that he can guide another leader to take his place. Okay? It's clear as
I just throw my hands up.
And kind of just like an okay, and just step back. Just be like, okay, fuck it,
We're gonna have to worry about
I'm done. I
all
put
right,
my hand
Matt,
on my pistol,
what
ready
are you-
to quick draw.
What are you doing? All right, what are you doing?
me? Are you guys are just stepping back? Okay, I tell him, I say,
Well,
look,
it's
I don't get
it's
any
your turn in the deal.
I say, look, I don't get any pleasure in doing this. Okay, this is my job. The best I can do is offer you one chance for the Emperor to show his graces upon you. And I flip the coin, and I catch it. Like, let me get a coin real quick, and I tell him to call it.
Hold on. Before you were asking to make his case, is he going to get to make his case or no? Or are you skipping to the justice time?
I mean, we're there. We're there already. You know, my
All right.
patience is gone.
All right, let's see what happens.
You could actually roll a die and just half it if you wanted to, if you don't have it.
I already flipped the coin. He's got to call.
So you tell him to call it.
I tell him to call it. I'm covering it with my hand.
He looks at you kind of funny. Heads. Why?
Tails.
I pull out my pistol and shoot him in the head.
Oh, you do it for me. Wow. There you go.
And I'm puking. All over the place. Just.
Oh my gosh! The children that were just given the little trinkets and the thanks and the praise are just no.
I look over at Cronin.
You're
Beat you to it.
monsters.
Can we go now?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we can go whenever, but I look at the children and I tell them, you need to be stronger than this man was. Let this be a lesson to all of you.
They're just crying.
Yeah.
What the? What? What?
I look at them and tell them to come with me. I'm like, there's a new home for you.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna take them up to the lady.
She doesn't want them. You know she doesn't want them.
Oh,
Not
then,
living with
never
her.
mind. Well, there are any
She
other?
wants them not to be.
But are there any other slaves like we can take? Like she obviously wants prostitutes. Like, can I look around and
Oh,
forage?
she's gonna get him. With that dude dead, there ain't gonna be nothing stopping her from coming and taking those people. They're headed to the whorehouse.
Okay. I look at the kids and say, one day you can end up like him or like us. How you choose makes the difference.
All right, so you guys, that's awesome. That's good. We got there quicker than I had thought.
All right.
So you make go ahead.
I just gathered my my stomach.
Did
Oh
you
my God.
roll? Did you
Yeah.
roll?
Yeah, the first one was a 95. That's when I'm puking critically, like my guts are like coming out, and then I rolled a 15, so I got it all back down. But my goodness.
But
What
you
the-
did lose your crap. So
Oh yeah.
So Vilmar shoots him in the face. The children start crying, and you just are over in the corner, just.
Yep. That was retching.
Wow.
Retching.
You guys are like the friggin' A-team over here, man.
Which one's Hannibal again?
You're the crazy one. You're the one who's crazy.
I'm pretty sure the A team would come after Cruz. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
You can be face, Cassio. All right, so you make your way back up through the slums, back to where the air is moderately fresher and cleaner, and you make your way back to the lady's court. She's sitting on her throne. The room is completely empty except for her and her Ogren, and she's just sitting back, smiling, legs crossed. You boys are an interesting lot.
Why do you say that, your lady?
Well, to be frank, I was planning on claiming the man myself, but you seem to have done the job for me.
He didn't want to cooperate with the lady's wishes. Are we even?
We are even. Tell Skipper he has my full support, whatever he needs.
He'll be great to hear it.
I'm just glad that you're happy, my lady.
Thank you, poise. You always deliver. And she kind of winks at you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to roll awareness on this week?
If you want to, you can.
Oh, goodness. Fail.
Fate point.
It's a wink. She winked at him. There you go.
Are we all rolling to see what this wink was?
No, it's just a wink, you creepy mother effers. It's just a wink. There may have been some innuendo, but don't be weird. Hold on a second. So
we're a bunch of
all right,
nerds in relationships. How can we not be weird?
I don't know what's going on. I rolled 100.
All right, she's super grateful that you guys killed Vikram. Are you guys gonna talk to her all about the Drake stuff, or what's your plan?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna with that I'm gonna ask some questions. A lady.
Yes, darling.
I have a small favor to ask you.
I could see what I can do.
What information could you give us on the rogue trader Drake?
She's quickly thinking, but I'm not.
Also, can I get a wink? I don't say that. I'm just kidding.
The man has even less couth than he does sense. What do you want to know about him?
Mostly any intel we can get. Maybe his fleet, flotilla, ship, armament, character.
He is capable when it comes to his duties as a rogue trader, but he lords his successes over the rest of the station. I would not want to go against him if I had to.
And any apprehension for his loss?
If the man were to disappear,
Things have happened in the past.
I wouldn't lose any sleep over it.
Well, then,
I
may I
would.
be
A
candid
word
with
of caution, though. He does have many friends through the nobles on the state,
Thank you.
as well as the capital planet below.
Cool. Think anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, anybody we should look out for in particular?
I would say that his crew are fiercely loyal. He pays them well. I wouldn't trust any of them. He also has certain, and she kind of looks off, proclivities to the pleasure houses that are at times disturbing, even for myself.
He's a nasty mofo.
Well, let's not be too quick to judge. But it sounds like
I think we've heard all we needed to, my lady. Thank you.
She would give you a deep bow. Thank you again for taking care of that wretch of a man for me. He was quite weak.
Yeah, no kidding.
I turn, look at Norman, poise, kind of with a wink. Oh, and that's 4. Because of the guy I shot in the head.
All right. So any other shenanigans? You're going to make your way back to the skiff runner and head back to the main.
any parties going on?
On the station? There actually, on the main promenade, would be a huge parade in honor of Drake, who had just come back from a successful mission, and he would have a huge troop of consorts and weird looking servitors and alien creatures. He'd have a pack of little, would look to be flying beavers, kind of flapping around near him.
Drake is on the station. I think we need to make a discreet call to the skipper. This may be our opportunity.
Grassy knolls. That's what I'm saying.
There would be people.
I'm thinking the pleasure house. A pleasure house stage.
That is smart. I agree with that.
I'm thinking this is more of an intelligence gathering operation.
I like the way you think. We should see exactly what these proclivities that he likes are and see if we can't gain some intel, as you say. Agree.
So he'd be kind of walking down the promenade, blowing kisses, throwing creds at the people that would be very happy to see him, and he'd be heading back to like the main whatever like hotel-esque kind of thing would be with him and the officers of his crew.
So are we there, like on the street, seeing this now?
It's the main promenade of the station. You guys could be looking at it from up above, or you could be on the main thoroughfare and just looking at it directly head on, or it's like they're not Arbites that are around just kind of for general crowd control, but nothing looks violent. Everyone's pretty happy, enthusiastic. Like he shares his wealth with a lot of the people.
I'm going to. I feel like I should sneak away. I'm going to lean into Cassio's ear, poise his ear, and whisper.
I think I'm gonna go to the pleasure house and see what information I can dig up there.
Have fun.
I think I will.
I'm just gonna go to the local temple and pray, as well as medbay and get healed.
I kind of want to catch one of those beavers, but that probably wouldn't be what my character would do.
So I just want to go for it, Cassio. What are you doing, Normac and Cassio?
I'll probably go with Pinkyless unless Cassio's doing something more like, dangerous combat involved.
So Drake doesn't seem to be like overly worried or anything. People are coming up to him, shaking his hand. He's kissing babies.
Go talk to the guy.
Yeah, why not?
You want to go over there and meet him? All right, dude. Let's go, man.
Hey, keep the coin in your pocket, all right?
Yeah, you got.
All right, so we'll have you guys walk up there. So Pinkyless, you're heading towards the pleasure house.
Right.
Do you have investigate or anything else like that?
Well, again, I have peer underworld.
Okay.
It might be something.
So you want to ask some questions and use your underworld stat or whatever?
Yeah. And I'm also going to try and maintain awareness while I'm doing this. Kind of if I catch any odd whiffs of me asking questions and people not liking it.
Yeah, so let's go ahead. What's higher, intelligence or fellowship for you?
Intelligence, I'm pretty sure. Yep, intelligence.
So let's go ahead and roll intelligence. We'll give you a +10 for your underworld peer and all that kind of stuff when you go question the
Pass.
So they'd be pretty open with you. He comes through and he always wants so many and sometimes weird stuff and sometimes he brings these mutants with him and some girls say that he even has brought some of his alien captives with him, and he pays well, but it's horrible.
Is it?
Is it always women?
He has sex with everything, all the things.
Huh.
Old,
Icky.
young, attractive, yeah, he's a filthy animal.
So I'm trying to get
an idea of how, like, do they just see him as a patron? Or do I feel like any of them are loyal to him?
There would be some. I mean, you would get the feeling like if they thought they could make some cash, like so let me think about how to word this properly. So if you press too hard, they would probably be down for like, oh, this guy was asking a whole bunch of questions about you. But also people ask questions about him like he's kind of celebrity on the station, so it's probably not that weird also, but it would depend on how much you were pushing,
Right. Well, I start asking about like how often he comes to port. Does he visit the pleasure house every night? Is it sporadic? Just curious questions. And I try to play it off like I'm a fan.
So it's pretty clear that whenever he comes to station sometimes once a month, sometimes a little less frequently than that, but probably at least every 6 months. And when he does, he'll spend days at the pleasure house before he usually kind of parades around and shows off whatever he brought back, and then kind of regroups with the station upper yuckety mucks and then heads back out.
Would it be easy to join in on one of these sessions? I ask like I'm eager and excited. Like it, for some reason, fancies my jollies.
As long as you're not a tool, he would be totally down for, snorty pops for everybody.
Snorty pops for everybody. Okay. I think I'm done with my questions. With that, I'm going to look at the prices of the girls and shop around. Can I afford them?
You look for, yeah, you could get some business.
Sweet.
All right, we'll fade to black on Vilmar and go back to Cronin and Poi.
It's actually 1 minute till time.
Do you want to let's let him wrap up and then we'll cut it there?
Yeah, sounds good.
So he's still just you walk up to him and there's the couple beavers kind of floating around. He's joking with his men and he's got his arm around a active, tall blonde woman with more skin than clothing showing. She does have a pistol on her hip and they're just laughing, having a good old time as they're walking down the street.
All right. Well, I'm going to approach the woman.
She kind of just looks at you and smiles.
And I'm going to freeze up just like I always do. I mean, I'm going to say, this is a nice parade. What are you guys, where are you coming from?
Drake's back and he always throws the best parties and she kind of looks at him and smiles and kind of curls up. He says we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I heard he likes to have a lot. Where's this fun going to be?
I think we're going to the Grange Hotel.
Awesome. Open invite, or is it this an exclusive?
Oh, his parties are for everyone.
My kind of party. So
We'll be there.
Do you travel with Drake often?
As often as he'll have me. After you guys talk for a few minutes, he would, stop talking to whoever he was, and he'd look at you and. So you boys look familiar.
Oh, really? Is that so?
He'd kind of sneak in for a kiss on the lady's face. Yeah, I make it a habit to know all of Drake's men. You're flying with him now, aren't you?
Oh, with who?
Drake's men?
Not with Drake. I apologize. With the skipper.
Oh yeah, that was just sort of a one thing. I wander. I'm all over the place, but yeah, we had a little bit of correspondence.
So you're not flying with him anymore?
Who knows? I mean, I don't really know where the next big adventure is going to be, but when I see it,
He'd kind of give you a wide grin. I'd suggest not. He never does keep people around for too long. They tend to meet an early grave for those that he hangs around.
really.
I'm guessing you send some of those to the early graves, huh?
He kind of like the fool is far too incompetent for me to worry about. He kills his own men well enough without my.
You're preaching to the choir here, buddy. I mean, the mission that we went on was a crap show, big old crap shoot, lots of almost died.
Well, you boys are welcome to join me if you want, but we're about to get this party started.
Yeah, I'll see you at the party for sure. We can talk more about maybe doing
The butt stuff. All right, we're gonna pause there.
I meant more of like mercenary work, but okay.
Well, it's right now past 3 hour mark or what have you, and we can as a
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
who's sending us off? Painkillers, are you gonna send us off?
I think Poise brought us in. Poise, take us out.
All right, boys.
Well, everyone, thank you again for another wonderful night. Thank you for joining us. We will be here, same place, same time next week here on Realm Lore. Bye, everyone.